This is the Moonraker, a neglected 1982 Peugeot Tabet 510, and the plan is to totally transform her into a fully equipped, off-grid home on wheels. When we picked her up, she looked like she'd been sitting for years, slowly deteriorating, but before we touched any of the interior, before we talked about solar, batteries, or van life, or anything like that, we brought her heart back to life. We totally stripped out her engine and fully reconditioned it back to exactly how it would have been when she left the factory floor. And now she starts first time every time and runs beautifully. But this was just the beginning. She's been in storage since then for about 5 years, and let's just say the interior has definitely seen better days. Now, we don't plan on totally gutting her and starting again, because we want to keep as much of the original van.
Maybe we'll put some bondage stuff in or something like that. I don't know.
Ignore him. Yeah, we want to keep as many of the original features as possible. We don't want to...
Butt plug for a mascot.
I'm going to put this on. We want to keep her as original as possible. But before we get ahead of ourselves, this is what we've done already. We've stripped out all the rotten boards and all the old stained carpet, which had definitely seen better days. We've pulled back years of wear and got back to where the solid structure is. We've recladded the ceiling with some classic timber cladding. Hopefully that's going to bring back some warmth into the space. We've also ripped out all of the dated vinyl. So here's the plan. We're hoping to fit this van out with a proper off-grid system. We're thinking of going for around about 500 watts of solar, 200 to 300 amp hours of lithium batteries. We also want a good inverter so that we can run 240 volt appliances, for example. We want to put a proper modern water heating system in, as well as efficient modern, probably diesel heater. We basically want to create a vehicle that we can jump in, hit the road for like months on end, and know that it's going to be fully equipped. We're also thinking about doing a Raptor paint job on it. It's a shame not to have the original paintwork, but somebody stripped that off and painted it really badly a long time ago. So I think that's the best option. It'd be interesting to hear what you guys think. And when it comes to vintage vehicles, one of the rules is to keep it as original as possible. But I did put out a vote on TikTok, Instagram and on here, and almost, I'd say 70 to 80% of you guys voted on painting it NATO green to match this van. So we still got a few boards to replace up the front, and a lot more covering and carpeting and vinyling. This isn't about erasing the 80s, it's about blending vintage character with modern capability. Now, we've not got the best of budgets, if I'm going to be completely honest. So it's probably going to be a slow project, but we're determined, and I'm pretty sure we'll get it done. So if you want to follow along and see how this whole thing goes, then hit the subscribe button.